This class also we are going to solve some of the problems related to applications of op-amp. 11th question, in the circuit shown below, assume op-amp is ideal one. The bridge output voltage V0 in millivolt. We have to find V0 in millivolt for your del value is equal to 0.05. Your circuit is here op-amp with negative input 1 volt. In bridge circuit you have 250 into 1 plus del ohm. Here 250 into 1 minus del ohm. Here you have 100 ohm, and here you have 250 into 1 minus del ohm. Here also we have 250 into 1 plus del ohm. The del value is 0.05. You have to find V0 in millivolt. So you have to find bridge output. Here you have plus and here you have minus. This is V0. You have to find this V0 value. So from this circuit, V0 is actually this voltage. This voltage means voltage across this branch voltage minus this branch voltage. Suppose I am considering current flowing through this branch is I1, and I am taking current flowing through this branch is I2. So your V0 is equal to this voltage is I1 into V is equal to IR, so I1 into 250 into 1 plus del minus this voltage. This voltage is, I am taking this as I2 into 250 1 minus del. This is your V0 value. So we don't know the value of I1 and I2. So here looking at the circuit, we know by virtual ground here we have 1 volt, so which means this node voltage is 1 volt. This node voltage is 1 volt. So current flowing through this branch is current flowing through 50 ohm resistance is I50 is equal to, here we have 1 volt and resistance is 50, so 1 by 50 amps. So I50 ohm is 1 by 50, and also since Ri is infinity, current flowing through op-amp terminals are 0. So I minus and I plus is 0. So entire current from this branch only. So this is I am taking this is leaving current means, so entry current also same. Here you have 0 ohms only. So current entering into op-amp terminal is 0. So here you have 1 by 50 ohms. 1 by 50 ohms. So looking at this bridge circuit, this is actually balanced bridge. So current I1 equal to I2. So balanced bridge, I1 is equal to I2. So I1 is equal to I2 is equal to this current I1 So I1 plus I2 is equal to this 1 by 50. So these are same value only. So we have 2I is equal to 1 by 50, where I is equal to 1 by 100 amps, which is equal to I1, which is equal to I2. So I1 equal to I2 is equal to I is equal to 1 by 100 amps. So here substituting V0, V0 is equal to, I am taking I1, I2 is equal to I. So I am taking 1 by 100 as common, 250 into 1 plus 0.05 plus minus 250 into 1 minus 0.05. So simplifying, you will get 250 millivolt. So V0 is equal to 250 millivolt. So next question. So the circuit shown below, find V0. So you have op-amp with negative terminal is grounded, and you have given 1 volt source through resistance R. You have positive feedback resistance R. You have to find V0 value. So here we are having positive feedback. So positive feedback means we can't control gain value. So output will be saturated. So here we have positive feedback. So V0 will be either at saturation voltage, means almost supply voltage, either plus V saturation or minus V saturation, which is approximately plus 15 volt or minus 15 volt. V0 either plus 15 volt or minus 15 volt. So in this circuit we are applying 1 volt to the non-inverting terminals. So your output is plus V saturation, that is 15 volt. So V0 is plus 15 volt. If you are giving input in inverting terminal, means you will get V0 is minus 15 volt. So next question. Assuming op-amp to be ideal, the voltage gain of the amplifier shown below is. So for this circuit, you have to find voltage gain. Voltage gain means you have to find V0 by VA. Here you are having only resistance value. You just analyze in time domain only. So you have to find V0 to the VI. So you have to find voltage gain V0 by VA, that is equal to AB, V0 by VA. So from this circuit we know that V naught is connected to the this point. So this point also have voltage V naught only. So this both points are same only. So this point voltage also V naught. So I am taking this point as A by virtual ground. By virtual ground, here you have non-inverting terminal is grounded. So you have, here you have 0 volt means here also you have 0 volt. So your VA is equal to 0 volt. So here also you have VA is equal to 0 volt. So apply KCL at node A. So current flowing into op-amp is 0, I minus is equal to 0. Here I am taking current I1, here I am taking current as I2. So according to KCL, I1 plus I2 is equal to 0. So what is I1? I1 is, here you have potential 0 volt, here you have V0. So I1 is 0 minus V0 to the R2 plus your I2 is 0 minus VA by R1 is equal to 0. So minus V0 by R2 is equal to VA by R1. So V0 by VA is equal to minus R2 by R1. So voltage gain is minus R2 by R1. So next question. In the voltage regulated shown below, the op-amp is ideal one. The PGT has VB is equal to 0.7 volt and beta is equal to 100. So the base emitter voltage 0.7 volt and beta is equal to 100. The Zener voltage is, so Zener breakdown voltage is 4.7 volt. So for the regulated output of 9 volt, this circuit provides regulated output of 9 volt. Since it is a voltage regulated circuit, it produces 9 volt constant output. So 9 volt constant output. So find the value of R. We have to find this R value. So if you know voltage across this R and current flowing through this R, then you can find that is R value is equal to V R by IR. So voltage across resistance to the current flowing through resistance R. From this circuit, Zener diode is connected to the non-inverting terminal. That means its breakdown voltage is 4.7 volt. So we can replace this Zener diode by 4.7 volt. So this point you have 4.7 volt. So by applying virtual ground concept, you will get this point also 4.7 volt. So which means this point also you have 4.7 volt. So your VR is equal to 4.7 volt. So voltage across this resistance is 4.7 volt. So here you have 4.7 volt. So here you have 9 volt. So current flowing through 1 kilo ohm resistance is I1K is this 9 minus 4.7 by 1k. This is equal to some 4.3 by 1k. 4.3 by 1k. So actually Ri is infinity, so current flowing into op-amp is 0. I minus is 0. We know that current flowing into op-amp is 0. So entire current is flowed to the IR only. So I 1 kilo ohm is equal to IR. So entire current is flow to the this resistance, this R only. So your IR is equal to 4.3 milliamps. So your resistance R is equal to 4.7 by 4.3 milliamps means we are taking numerator, you will get kilo ohm. So you will get 1.093 kilo ohm. So that's the final question. In the low pass filter shown in figure, for a cutoff frequency of 5 kHz, so here cutoff frequency FC is given 5 kHz, and they are asked R2. What is the value of this feedback resistance R2? Here you have R1 is 1 kilo ohm and C is 10 nanofarad. So you are having C, so straight away you use you analyze in S domain only. So your V naught of S by VA of S is equal to minus this two are parallel, so R2 into R2 parallel 1 by AC divided by, here you have R1. So minus R2 by SC by R2 plus 1 by SC by R1. So if you are simplifying, you will get minus R2 by R1 into 1 plus SC R2. So put S is equal to J omega, you will get V naught of J omega by VA of J omega is equal to minus R2 by R1 into 1 plus J omega C R2. This will give cutoff frequency. So we can write minus R2 by R1 into 1 plus J 2 by FC R2. So we can write V naught of J omega by PA of J omega is equal to minus R2 by R1 into 1 plus J into F by FC. This FC is equal to 1 by 2 by C R2. We know F is equal to 5 kilohertz and your C is equal to 10 nanofarad, and you have to find the value of R2. So if you are solving, you will get R2 is equal to R2 is equal to 3.18 kilo ohm.